Like 4 years of junior hockey, I think I calculated 200-something bus trips I've been on in my life. Always been in the back of my head that like it could have been me. I could have been my team.
In the summer of 2016, Rhett Willcox was informed that he had been traded to the Drayton Valley Thunder, a junior A hockey team in a small Alberta town. Rhett would be joining his 5th team that year, and ultimately, it would be where he concluded his junior career. It would also be where he would meet a lifelong friend in Parker Tobin.
I first met him at training camp. He's a quieter guy, and just kind of like when you first start talking to him, you could understand that he's just like a great guy, and like it's very subtle though. Like you just chirp, like it was just little things. Like someone would make it like something would happen in the game or the practice, and you'd make a comment about that while you're getting changed, or like coach would say something a little offside, and you'd make a little comment on that. Like you always just had those one-liners that were just so subtle and just quiet. But you gotta understand that like he's like one of the funniest guys you'll ever meet, for sure. He was young, so he was our backup that year. We used to call him like game day Tobes, and he'd just put his headphones on, wouldn't talk to anyone before the game, and then but when he was back up, he'd be the whitest guy there. You kind of just knew you didn't talk to Tobin on game day if he was starting, and then but when he wasn't starting, he'd be, cause I'm loose and like I like to have a good time. And then he'd be there right with me. Like we'd be playing Super Bowl together. We'd be joking at the end of the runs and stuff. But like when it was game day Tobin, it was 100% business, and everyone just knew that probably after game 1 of the season when he started.
Following that season, the two went their separate ways. Rhett would commit to play hockey at the Royal Military College of Canada, whereas Parker would get traded to the Spruce Grove Saints. Rhett would go on to have a breakout rookie season at RMC. But Spruce Grove wouldn't be the end of the road for Parker.
He sent me just another like subtle chirp. He texted me, he's like, hey, I need some advice. Like you're used to be getting traded all the time. I just got traded again. And so I ended up calling him that day and just kind of like, hey, what's going on? Where are you going? Blah, blah, blah. And he told me he was going to Humboldt, and he just wanted to know how hard it is to jump into a team when they already know each other.
Well, April 6th for us was the banquet day.
Where we go to the hotel, have a nice dinner, awards are handed out for the graduating players, the top scorers, the MVPs. Every guy's excited to hang out with each other, to do a little different, go to have a nice dinner.
We're celebrating the end of the year, the guys leaving and whatnot, and it's going really well.
Oh, and Mill Street Organic Beer on me tonight. I know how your stomach gets.
Banquet finishes, I'm on my way home. I was in a suit, so I wanted to go home, change, and then I was going over to the other house, and then that's when like everything kind of took a turn.
14 people died when a bus carrying a junior hockey
They were
team to a
taking
game.
part in a rite of passage for young hockey players.
Toronto Maple Leafs coach Mike Babcock, who grew up in Saskatoon, giving voice to a nation's grief tonight.
Yeah, I got a call from my billet mom in Drayton Valley. She was crying, and I didn't know anything about it. It wasn't on my phone. And she mentioned that there was a bus crash tonight, and that Parker was involved, and then that he didn't make it. Like I didn't know what to say. I've never had that experience in my life where I had to lose someone like that, and needed to be by myself. Like I didn't know what to say, didn't know who to talk to, didn't know how to handle it. Like I didn't know what to do. Like it was completely empty. My mom knew it was their banquet night, and she heard about the bus crash, and she made the decision to wait till the morning to tell me, because she wanted me to enjoy that night with my friends, my teammates. And I called my mom, and I think she knew that the fact I was calling her at 10:30 at night, that she knew that I found out. And hearing her like crying because she knew, So, like, I play with Parker. Her being 3,500 kilometers away that's a tough experience because she wanted to be out here with me, but you know, you got a life back home, and I know she struggled with it too. I remember getting to the house later on that night. Like, I took my time getting there, and then instantly, like, the boys knew that something was off.
We sat down, and like I said, we talked a couple of the boys as a team, and we tried to get through it as best we could together. I mean, there's not much you can do, especially when someone's so close to it. And honestly, it shook us. Like, the night shut down right from there and kind of rocked the hockey world and rocked our team all at once.
And that's when I knew that I had all the support from every guy. That week after definitely was, the hardest week I've ever had. You're seeing it everywhere you are. So every time on my phone I see something about it, and so I know a lot of time I didn't spend looking at social media because I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't see photos of it. I couldn't read things about it. All I could think about was how his life was cut so much shorter than mine, and just knowing that he had such a bright future ahead of him, and what he would accomplish not only in hockey but in life, school. There's no other way to describe it. I'm gonna remember not only Parker but the entire Humboldt team. But I just know that I'm stronger for going through this, and that I'll be better off this year. I miss you, proud of you. It's brutal without you. I don't know. I try not to think about that because I don't know what I would say. I'm not the best with words all the time, but no, it's brutal. That's all it is, and I don't know. I'd probably break down. I could say one thing to him, but I definitely miss him.